Alright, look, I need you guys' help on this video right here because I was gonna come in here and just talk about like why I think I'm right in this scenario, or not even why I'm right, but my way of thinking. I was gonna come here and explain it, but not that I care about backlash or nothing in the comments, but I truly I want to learn from people. Like I think a lot of people now have a mindset of where they always have to be right, and that's not always true. You can make a bad video, you can make a video where you're in the wrong completely, and the comments will let you know that. But I'm just genuinely curious because I had a conversation with a friend about personality types and how like would there be people who get mad over like the principle of stuff and little things, and people who don't get mad. But I'll just break it down real quick. I don't want to go too long into the backstory because it's kind of irrelevant. But long story short, there we were just talking about like how people are combative and people like to just argue over nothing. I'm gonna just it's for me it's pointless, right? Like when people argue, that means you have to have some form of commitment to the conversation. Like I don't care enough to argue with you. And my friend's the exact opposite. He says if you well he called me and I didn't take it personal, but I'm just making this video. But he was like he said I'm a yes man because I don't go into arguments with people, which doesn't make sense. Because a yes man, to my understanding, is somebody who knows you're in the wrong, but they're still trying to play into it like you're right just to get on your good side. Now, maybe my definition of yes man is wrong. I'm not sure, but and I'm not one of them technical people. Well, the definition of yes man, I don't really care. Like I'm not gonna if that's what he says, what he said. But right, like if you think the sky is purple and I know it's blue, I promise to goodness I'll let you think for the rest of your life it's purple. In my opinion, that doesn't make me a yes man. Just because I don't feel like arguing about it. He says that you should my friend I'm talking about. He says that you should find a way to like. He says like you should let people know when they're wrong, this and that. But I just don't really care. Like I don't have to feel right to know I'm right, and that's just how I've always been. So I want y'all opinion on it. Like, what kind of personality type are y'all? Are y'all more of like, oh, if this person's in the wrong, I'm gonna call them out on it, correct it? Like, yeah, that's his thing. Like, he'll call you out on it. Like, he'll be like, oh yeah, you were wrong for that, whatever, or you're wrong. This is what it is. But me personally, I don't care. Because at the end of the day, you can tell somebody something, but that don't mean they gonna listen. And I'm literally wasting energy trying to convince somebody who's already made up in their head, this is the answer. So if you truly think the sky is purple, me telling you it's blue and going into scientific detail on why it's blue doesn't mean nothing if you're not gonna cognitively accept the fact that it's blue. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just wasting energy. So if that makes me a yes man, I guess I'm a yes man. Doesn't really bother me. But I don't know, bro. It's just I feel like people argue over the dumbest things nowadays, and people always have to prove their point. There's so many conversations where I know for a fact I'm in the right, and I just let them have it. And two things happen. One, I keep my peace of mind. And two, the scenario will play out how it's supposed to play out. And I've learned this way the hard way too, even as a kid. You know, my parents instilled it into me. I remember one time, this is a core memory for me. I used to go to the park with my dad when I was a little kid. And they had like a whole flock of geese that would be at the park. And they say don't feed the geese because they're real aggressive when you give them food. So people would be going there throwing bread and stuff like that. My dad said, don't make that hand motion because they think you're throwing bread. And me being a little kid, I was, oblivious to the situation, hard-headed. So I started going like that, whatever. Whole flock of geese start just flooding the bench we was at. He ended up having to go to the car, get a broom, keep him away from us. We went home, and I was terrified. And at that moment, it was like, dang, he was right, but I ain't listen. So as the parent, you could argue if this scenario is a little different, but he let me learn, right? Even though he said not to do that, and I still did it anyway. I got the consequences of that scenario because I didn't want to listen, right? So he didn't have to persuade me to believe him that was going to happen. It wasn't, he told me what would happen. I didn't believe him. I did it anyway. And now I have to live with the consequences because I didn't believe him. So if I'm right in an argument and you truly think I'm wrong, it's not my job to convince you. I told you my part. Now that I've told you, whatever happens, the consequences happen, and you just have to live with it. Vice versa. which is why I like to always try to be open-minded. Hence why I want y'all in the comments to help me learn what I don't even think there's a right mindset. I think everything is situational, and I'm always trying to learn from other people as well. I kind of make these videos from a point of I'm right, and I need to stop doing that, because just later on today, I film multiple videos. By the way, I film multiple videos a day. A lot of people in the comments, back in my older comments, or like telling me stuff that I'm probably just now reading because you just seen it, but I made that video like a week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks ago. Like, who knows, right? But I bring that to attention because I've been looking at my comments recently, and there's not like backlash, but there's people who are giving like pointers and tips and stuff like that, which people tend to do to smaller channels, which is kind of funny because you don't typically see those kind of comments under bigger creators for two reasons. Obviously, one, they're bigger, so clearly they went through the process of having to build. Went through the process of having to build, so they don't get as much criticism because they've gone through all the criticism. And secondly, they're bigger creators, so people just meet right and act like everything they say is the holy grail. But either way, regardless, that doesn't matter. But yeah, man, I just it really threw me for a spin. It called me a yes man because I'm not gonna waste my energy arguing. And here's the thing about it too: it's not that my friends or the people I'm around are right. Like I said earlier, you can be completely wrong. I just don't care to correct you. That's really how it is. Now, there's some things I just won't let you be wrong about, of course. Like, if it's, like, endangering your life or you financially in a way that I know is going to hurt you, as your mans, as your homeboy, whatever, I'm not going to let you do that to yourself. But, like, if it's something petty, like we're talking about who's better, LeBron or Jordan, he got 30 rings. I'll have it from time to time if I feel like it. Like, it's fun to just banter from time to time. But there are some people who will literally die on a hill and have full-on fist fights and genuinely be in bad moods because they think LeBron played in a harder era than Jordan, and this is LeBron soft. Like, what? Like, what are we talking about? Like, we're literally arguing over things that don't do nothing for either of us, and that's just a waste of time to me. It's a waste of energy. I got energy spent on way more things, way better things. And I was thinking of making this a second video, but I'm gonna just say it how now since I'm on the topic. Same thing goes with the content creation, which is why I'm changing my style. I kind of want to be more. Y'all give me something, I give something back, and have a conversation, which is why I like live streaming. Because if y'all see me when I'm on live, we have these same talks, but it's more interactive. It's not just one-sided, right? I can't really talk to you when I'm not hearing you say nothing back. I gotta go back and read the comments. But yeah, arguing in your comment section and stuff too, like that's a huge thing that I can't really get into. Like I said earlier, creators make videos all the time and they're wrong, and their comments will let them know. I'm no different. I'll have comments who will say, hey man, you probably should have did this better, you probably should have did this, I disagree because of this. Or I'll say an analogy, whatever the case may be. Maybe I was right, they took it out of context. Whatever the case is, most of the time, I don't feel the need to really go back and forth in the comment section. You feel how you feel. I'm not trying to persuade you any different. You watched the video, you didn't watch the video, that's cool. But sometimes I do like to take time just to reply to like genuine comments. Like, I can tell when someone just was skimming through or just not really paying attention to what I was saying, and I don't give it my energy. But like people who give legitimate criticism, oh bro, this should probably work better, or I don't agree because this. Okay, I can hear you, but you say something stupid like, bro, you're wrong because like, you know what I mean? Like, it just doesn't make sense. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm just coming to make this video. Keep it short. It's about to be a 10-minute mark. I don't want to make this too long. But yes, do y'all think it's worth dying on that hill to explain to somebody they're wrong versus just letting them have it? I grew up in a household with my little brother. We argued every single day over anything. Over literally anything. And I literally trained myself. This was not something I'm just like that. No. I had to literally, this is a skill set I learned to just not care. Like, I learned to just physically, someone says something, oh, I disagree with that, it's not true. In one ear, out the other. I'm still listening to people in conversations. If it's something I don't agree with, you can persuade me. I'm open-minded. There's a difference between being open-minded and just being hard-headed. I'm open-minded, but I'm not going to invest energy in something that I can't change or persuade. My dad's playing music. That's cute to end this video. But yeah, appreciate you guys. This was real good. I want to get into more videos like this again. I was really flowing right there. Might do a Yap stream later tonight, something like that. But appreciate you guys again. Like, comment, subscribe. Twitch link is in the bio if you want to watch me live. Appreciate you guys again, and I'll catch you guys later.